Changing mags.
And we're back. Human Nuggets here with some more Modern Warfare 2 content for you today. We've got the, I'll change the name of it to be the, FSS Hurricane. Oh, I guess not. It still says Cinder Hurricane. But, yeah, we've got the FSS Hurricane here. All finished out to its 1,000 kills, so I can go ahead and, chuck on this charm here. Here's the loadout I was using. I got the, Quicksilver Collapse stock. Just absolutely increasing your ADS speed. Bit of recoil control from the Sakin ZX, but tuned away from it, tuned again for ADS sprint to fire. Now we got Commando Foregrip, which is aiming stability, recoil stabilization, and tuned in it properly this time. Bruin Pendulum for that vertical and then horizontal. Vertical recoil I found a bit more important with this gun. It kicks up a lot. I didn't want to sacrifice my ADS speed anymore, so that one I stayed the same. Gun kick control I went fully up, and then, as I'll do on most of my builds, the FSS ULV laser. The Hurricane is kind of, I think it's got the equal second highest damage for the SMG class, so this build's kind of like, it doesn't matter if you're less accurate if you can start shooting first. So it's like a hit harder less often kind of stuff, but if you're firing more bullets because you got that extra, like, you know, half a second or so where you've just already fired before the other person's clued into it, then you should hopefully come out on top. It's a gun that's pretty good right off the bat, even without any attachments, so it's possible I even made it worse with the setup that I have, but I didn't find it too bad. It's kind of like, it's not the best SMG for kind of doing, you know, traditional SMG things, like stupidly fast fire rate and everything. Oh, fuck off, he's got the fucking last stand on. I joined mid-match after doing that little intro bit, so that's why it's so far in. Yeah, I'd still just say it hits hard, but in a fair fight between you and, say, a Fennec or something, where, like, you don't get the drop on them or anything, you know, like, you can still win against a lot of, like, ARs and stuff, but other SMGs, you're not the strongest against, but, like, yeah, I looked at the graphs, which I know are barely fucking accurate at all, but it does have equal second highest. I think the MX-9 was slightly higher. But yeah, other than that, it's just kind of, it's a good solid gun. And until I, you know, got through the stage where I've been playing with it for ages, so I was in the sweaty SMG lobbies, it was an absolute powerhouse. And I'm not really showcasing all it can do here. I'm not doing it justice, because it was like already, you know, a competitive gun, not top tier, but competitive, and then they buffed it with Season 1. Can't remember what stats they changed, but everyone was kind of confused why it was getting buffs. Don't give a fuck. Oh, fuck off. Last stand just shouldn't be a thing. It's fucking dumb. If I get the kill, I should get the kill. I get that you have to miss out on the other ultimate perks to have it equipped, obviously, but at least in my opinion, it messes with the flow of the game. Like, as opposed to being like, you can clear an area and then kind of like account for it by predicting where people are going to push from. Like, there's still that cleanup you have to do in the initial area you are pushing. And, you know, it just... fucking AFK people die. I feel bad for them. But fuck off. Yeah, it's much like the M4. I'd say it's kind of like having that strong shots, but like, you know, slightly lower fire rate and accuracy. Oh, you know, I don't know if accuracy is mostly its problem to begin with, or just from the build I had. I did have kind of a shitty recoil pattern to begin with, I think, trying to remember. But, you know, it kind of makes it the average-ish SMG, just like the M4 was. So this, the whole weapon tree, I'm assuming, is going to be like the averageness for what I'm going to end up considering to be, like, you know, your baseline stats. So used to playing with either no audio or really low audio, just because, you know, trying to get 1,000 kills with this shit. If I have game audio on the whole time, I'm gonna go crazy, so I watch shit and all that kind of stuff in the background. But it just makes it so weird coming back to playing a match where I do have audio going.
Checks out.
Where's it going next? It goes junkyard, doesn't it?
Hardpoint relocating. Stand by. Deployed. Enemy inside the perimeter.
But yeah, I love throwing cluster mines over walls directly onto people. Really pisses them off. Like, here's a really good one to do it. Like people trying to camp mid without being in the predictable ledge location. But if you know they're there, and you just throw a cluster mine over that wall, you can clear out, like, you know, 3 or 4 people. And it's just, ooh, the fucking audio clips you hear with people raging sometimes. It's fucking crazy shit. So it's kind of a weird SMG and trying to be aggressive with it since you certainly can be still, but because it's kind of a slower SMG, you need to be like kind of thinking about your pushes instead of just going full aggression like you can with some of the others. And obviously if you're trying to go for longer ranges, you gotta build it completely differently. Because, like, this build, anything that would count as a long shot, I just don't have a hope in hell of hitting my shots. It's designed for predominantly short range, viable in mid-range depending on what gun they have. But do keep that in mind if you decide to give it a test. That took way more bullets than it should have. And that still wasn't even a long shot.
K9 hardpoint is ready.
Sorted that one.
Like, you can see that it's a very capable SMG. Just, you know, you gotta plan how you're going to use it accordingly. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.